All right, guys, take a deep breath on this one. It's going to be okay. If you click on an answer or a solution to see what you did wrong, it's like a lot of information in your face, but take a step at a time. We'll make sense of this together. Okay. I was thinking about this and I was like, I always tell my students to just stop and work to make sense of things. And I'm like, that's kind of my job, is to help you make sense of things. So going over these examples will hopefully help you realize it's not as complicated as it can feel when you look at all that information at once. Let's just break it down one step at a time. That's how you can help make sense of something. So in this problem, it says Aiden was comparing the price of chicken at two stores. This happens constantly in the world. People are always comparing prices. So at one store, he gets 3.5 pounds of chicken for $39.97. So 3.5 pounds of chicken. Sort of imagine that you're holding that for like $40, holding that in your hands, right? That's a lot of chicken. Big party happening, but that's how much it costs. It's also a lot of money. So a lot of chicken, a lot of money. Then he's got grocery store beef we're comparing to, and he doesn't have the exact same way to compare it. Maybe they don't sell it in a bag of 3.5 pounds, right? Or a container or package of 3.5 pounds. So to compare it, he's got some different prices. He's got, well, for 2 pounds, it's $12.72, or 3 pounds, it's $19.08, whatever. So he has to find out the unit rate. How much per one? How much per 1 pound? Once he knows that, he can easily compare it. So if you know that 3.5 pounds is $39.97, just divide that amount of money by how many pounds of chicken you have to get the price per 1 pound. $39.97 divided by 3.5 is going to give you that unit price of 1 pound of the cost of chicken. And then you could do the same thing for grocery store B. You could do it a couple times, maybe just once or twice, if you realize there's a pattern, and there's going to be a pattern. Okay, $12.72 divided by 2. Okay, and that makes a little bit more sense in your mind, right? Like you could be like, oh, 2 pounds. So half of it, $12.72, is going to be 1 pound, right? Or $19.08 divided by 3, or $25.44 divided by 4 is going to tell you how much for each of those 4 pounds, or each of those 5 pounds. Okay. Once you have all that information, you can compare. So that first amount is going to be $11.42 per pound. Don't go to that store. That's ridiculously expensive. Okay. Maybe it's organic, right? So then the next one, if you go through and divide the price by how much you get each time, it's going to be $6.36 for every one of those pounds. So they were consistently pricing those. Okay. So the price per pound at the first store, $11.42 per pound. The price consistently, no matter how much you bought at the second store, was $6.36. So what's the better deal? Well, the better deal is grocery store B, right? But how much of the better deal? Well, just find the difference, find the space between those two numbers. Subtract the first, or the more expensive, minus the cheaper one, and that's going to give you the space between those prices, or $5.06. So it's definitely a better deal to go to grocery store B. Now, same kind of problem. Two friends, Jordan and Nicole, took summer jobs. Nicole earned $208.80 in 8 hours. And then Jordan earned this much money on the different weeks that he was earning money. So he's got a lot more information for us, okay? But Nicole, we just only know one piece of information, kind of like the grocery store. Take that total amount, okay? That's how much she got for working 8 hours. So just chop it up into 8 chunks to find out how much she earned in 1 hour. Okay, when you do that, that gives you the unit rate, how much per hour, right? That's what wages are. That's what income is when you talk about getting paid hourly. If you've heard about like, someone working in a restaurant, or minimum wage arguments or conversations, that's what they're talking about, how much you get paid per hour. Then Jordan, he had a couple different paychecks. Once he worked 19 hours and he got that much money, or 30 hours and he got that much money. Obviously, the more he works, the more money he makes, right? When he worked 39 hours, he obviously made more than the other weeks. So to find his unit rate, or how much per 1 hour he made, just divide that full amount into 39 chunks, and that's going to give you those amounts. So for Jordan, they show his first, he makes a solid amount of money, man. I want his job. I don't want his job. $16.80 every time he got his paycheck. That was how much he got per hour. And then for Nicole, I didn't even realize this when I was prepping for this video. She made $26.10 per hour. What does she do? All right. Okay. So she's definitely making more money, about $10 more, right? at quick glance, about $26 minus $16, but still go ahead and find that more precisely. And when you do subtract the difference, you get $9.30. Way to go, Nicole, girl power, get that job, make that money. See ya.